This August brings massive changes to Social Security and SSI that could put thousands of extra dollars directly into your pocket. SSI beneficiaries will receive two payments in August 2025, their regular August payment on Friday, August 1st, and then September's payment at the end of the same month. But that's just the beginning. The Social Security Fairness Act is delivering billions in retroactive payments, with over 1.1 million people receiving an average of $6,610 each, and some getting much more. I'm breaking down everything you need to know about these August updates because missing this information could cost you money you're legally entitled to receive. Whether you're a current beneficiary, about to apply, or helping a family member navigate these changes. The next few minutes will show you exactly what's happening and what you need to do. August 2025 represents one of the most significant months for Social Security changes in recent history. The Social Security Fairness Act, which became law earlier this year, is finally reaching full implementation. This law eliminates two major benefit reductions that have affected millions of Americans for decades: the windfall elimination provision and government pension offset. For the first time in over 40 years, teachers, firefighters, police officers, and other public servants are getting their full Social Security benefits without unfair penalties. The timing matters because the Social Security Administration is racing to process these changes before the busy fall season, and some payment schedules are accelerated to avoid holiday delays. Let's start with the most immediate change. SSI recipients are getting two payments this August. Here's exactly what's happening and why. Instead of pushing September's deposit forward into that month, the SSA will send it early on Friday, August 29th, 2025. This means if you receive SSI, you'll get your regular August payment on August 1st, then receive September's payment on August 29th. This isn't extra money. It's simply a schedule adjustment to prevent payment delays. September 1st falls on a weekend, so Social Security is paying early rather than late. But this does give SSI recipients better cash flow for the end of August and early September. If you receive both SSI and regular Social Security benefits, you'll still get your Social Security payment on your normal schedule, either the third, second Wednesday, third Wednesday, or fourth Wednesday of the month, depending on your birth date and when you started receiving benefits. The key thing to remember is to budget carefully. You're not getting extra money, just receiving September's payment early. Make sure you set aside enough to last through September, since your next SSI payment won't come until October 1st. The biggest financial impact this year comes from the Social Security Fairness Act. December 2023 was the last month that WEP and GPO applied, meaning those rules no longer affect benefits payable for January 2024 and later. Here's what this means in real dollars. Through March 4th, 2025, SSA has already paid over 1.1 million people more than $7.5 billion in retroactive payments, with an average retroactive payment of $6,710. But some people are receiving much larger amounts, especially those who were heavily penalized by these old rules. The windfall elimination provision used to reduce Social Security benefits for people who also received pensions from jobs where they didn't pay Social Security taxes. The government pension offset reduced spousal and survivor benefits for people with government pensions. Both of these penalties are now completely eliminated. If you're affected by this change, you should receive two things: a one-time retroactive payment covering increased benefits back to January 2024, and higher monthly payments going forward. Starting the week of February 24th, 2025, SSA began paying retroactive benefits and increasing monthly benefit payments to affected people. The Social Security Administration is sending individual notices to everyone affected, explaining their specific benefit changes and payment amounts. If you think you might qualify but haven't heard anything yet, contact Social Security directly. Don't assume you're not eligible. The agency is still processing cases, and some notices are arriving later than others. The Social Security Fairness Act primarily helps public sector workers and their families. This includes teachers, firefighters, police officers, postal workers, and other government employees who paid into separate pension systems during their careers. Before this law, if you worked as a teacher for 25 years and then worked in the private sector for 10 years, your Social Security benefits were reduced even though you paid into the system. That reduction is now gone and you're getting back pay for the difference. Surviving spouses are seeing particularly significant increases. Under the old government pension offset rules, many widows and widowers lost most or all of their Social Security survivor benefits simply because they had their own government pension. Now they can receive both benefits without penalty. The changes also affect divorced spouses who are receiving Social Security benefits based on their ex-spouse's record. If you had those benefits reduced because of your own government pension, those reductions are now eliminated. Even if you're not directly affected by WEP or GPO, these changes matter. The elimination of these penalties means Social Security is paying out more money overall, which demonstrates the program's commitment to fairness and could influence future benefit decisions. Beyond the SSI double payment in August, it's important to understand how the regular Social Security payment schedule works, especially with the ongoing Fairness Act payments. If you receive Social Security before May 1997, or are receiving both Social Security and SSI, Social Security is paid on the 3rd and SSI on the 1st. For everyone else, payments arrive based on your birth date. 2nd Wednesday of born, 1st 10th. 3rd Wednesday of born, 11th 20th. And 4th Wednesday of born, 21st 31st. The retroactive payments from the Fairness Act are separate from your regular monthly benefits. These one-time payments can arrive at any time as the Social Security Administration processes your case. Some people received their retroactive payments in February or March. Others are still waiting. If you're expecting a retroactive payment, be patient but proactive. The SSA is processing over 1 million cases, which takes time. However, if you believe you qualify and haven't received any communication from Social Security by late August, it's worth calling their customer service line to check your status. Remember that retroactive payments may affect your taxes. If you receive a large lump sum, consider setting aside money for potential tax obligations and consult with a tax professional about the best way to handle this windfall. As we move through August and into the fall, several important things are happening with Social Security and SSI that you need to stay informed about. First, the Social Security Administration is continuing to process Fairness Act cases. If you haven't received your retroactive payment yet, don't panic, but do stay engaged. Keep an eye on your mail for official notices from Social Security, and don't ignore any correspondence they send. Second, these changes might affect your Medicare premiums. When your Social Security benefits increase, your Medicare Part B premiums are automatically deducted from your Social Security payment. Once you begin receiving a Social Security benefit, the Medicare premium will be deducted from your monthly payment. If your benefit still isn't enough to cover the premium, you'll be billed separately. Third, be aware of scams. Whenever there are major Social Security changes, scammers take advantage of confusion. Social Security will never call you asking for personal information or demanding immediate payment. All legitimate communications come by mail, and you can always verify information by calling Social Security directly or visiting your local office. For those receiving increased benefits, consider reviewing your overall financial situation. A significant increase in Social Security income might affect other benefits you receive, like Medicaid or food assistance. It could also impact your tax situation. So, planning ahead is crucial. I want to hear from you about how these changes are affecting your situation. Are you receiving the double SSI payment this August? Have you gotten your retroactive payment from the Social Security Fairness Act? What questions do you have about these updates? Leave a comment below sharing your experience or asking your questions. Your situation might help other viewers understand their own benefits better, and I read every comment to help address the issues that matter most to you. If this information has been helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps other people find accurate information about these important changes. And if you want to stay updated on Social Security news and changes that could affect your benefits, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. I know navigating Social Security changes can feel overwhelming, especially when it involves money you need for daily expenses. Remember that these changes are designed to make the system fairer, not more complicated. If you're struggling to understand your specific situation, you're not alone. The Social Security system is complex, And these recent changes add another layer of complexity. Here are some practical steps you can take. First, keep detailed records of all Social Security correspondence. Create a simple folder where you keep all notices, and don't throw anything away until you're sure the situation is resolved. Second, if you need help understanding your benefits, Social Security has local offices where you can speak with someone in person. You can also call their national number, though wait times can be long. Consider calling early in the morning or late in the afternoon for shorter wait times. Third, many communities have senior centers or nonprofit organizations that offer free help with Social Security questions. These volunteers are often very knowledgeable and can help you understand your situation without any pressure or cost. Remember, these changes represent good news for millions of Americans who were unfairly penalized by old rules. While the implementation process takes time, the end result is more money in your pocket and fairer treatment by the system you paid into throughout your working years. Let me quickly recap the key points from today's update. SSI recipients will receive 2 payments in August, their regular payment on August 1st and September's payment on August 29th. This is a scheduling adjustment, not extra money, so budget accordingly. The Social Security Fairness Act is delivering billions in retroactive payments to over 1 million Americans, with average payments of $6,000 and some people receiving much more. If you're a current or former public sector worker, or the spouse or survivor of one, you may be entitled to these increased benefits. The elimination of the windfall elimination provision and government pension offset means fairer Social Security benefits for teachers, firefighters, police officers, and other public servants. Monthly benefits are permanently higher, and retroactive payments cover the difference back to January 2024. Your next step is to stay informed and take action if needed. If you think you might be affected by the Social Security Fairness Act but haven't heard from Social Security, contact them directly. Don't wait. While they're processing cases as quickly as possible, it's important to make sure you're in their system. Keep watching for more updates on Social Security and SSI changes that could affect your benefits. These programs are constantly evolving, and staying informed helps ensure you receive every dollar you're entitled to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update with more Social Security news that matters to your financial security.